Works Explained. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, hit the notification bell so that whenever you upload a new video, you are notified. In this video, we'll be talking about Tanzania upcoming oil and gas licensing round. In this video, we'll be looking at the context of this and historical background of this. We'll compare Tanzania with other East African countries. We'll see the lessons that Tanzania can learn, given that some countries have done this before and they are in various stages as far as their oil and gas is concerned. We'll also look at what Tanzania is doing to actualize this and also making it one of the oil producing countries in Africa. Tanzania is preparing to launch its 5th oil and gas licensing round in May 2025. This marked its first such an initiative since 2014. The announcement was made by Charles Sangweni, Director General of Petroleum Upstream Regulatory Authority, PURA. The bid round will cover 26 exploration blocks, with 3 located in Lake Tanganyika and remainder in the Indian Ocean. The launch is strategically scheduled to take place at the African Energy Summit in London. Tanzania's last bid round occurred over a decade ago in 2013. The country's hydrocarbon exploration activities saw significant momentum until 2018, driven mainly by players such as Shell and Equinor. However, political and regulatory challenges under former President John Magufuli, characterized by restrictive policies toward the private sector, led to a slowdown in foreign investment and exploration activities. The situation began to shift positively following the ascent of President Samia Hassan in 2021. Her administration has shown commitment to revitalizing the oil and gas sector, focusing on exploiting Tanzania's substantial natural gas resources, estimated at 57 trillion cubic feet. A comparative analysis with other East African countries revealed various stages of development, achievement, as well as challenges in the hydrocarbon sector. We have Uganda, which is progressing well with the East African crude oil pipeline, a 1,443-kilometer project to transport its oil from the oil fields of Kingfisher and Tilenga to Tanzania Tanga port. Despite facing environmental concerns, community displacement, and financial hurdles, Uganda aims to commence operation by 2027. Challenges include securing debt financing as well as managing local opposition. Uganda is also building refineries, and this is one of the countries that has made some progress as far as this oil is concerned in the East African community. We have Kenya, which discovered its oil in South Lokisha in Turkana in 2012, leading to the early oil pilot scheme in 2018. However, the project faces significant hurdles, including infrastructure deficits, land acquisition challenges, as well as fluctuating global oil prices, affecting project viability and timelines. South Sudan has been producing oil since before its independence in 2011. However, internal conflicts, inadequate infrastructure, as well as environmental issues have posed substantial challenges to consistent production and its investment. We have the Rwanda and Burundi nations, which are in early stages of oil and gas exploration, but they are facing challenges like limited investment, insufficient global service, and the regulatory framework is not well developed. So these countries are not yet in the line to become oil producing countries. We have DRC, which possesses significant oil reserves, particularly in eastern part. However, political instability, regulatory uncertainty, as well as infrastructure challenges and environmental issues have affected the progress of exploration in these countries. So what lessons can Tanzania learn from these countries, and how can these be mitigated? To mitigate the challenges observed in regional projects, especially those faced by Kenya, Tanzania can consider the following strategies. One is strengthen infrastructure. Invest in robust infrastructure to support exploration, production, as well as transportation, ensuring that projects are not delayed by logistical constraints. Prioritize transparent and fair land acquisition processes and engage local communities to address concerns and secure social license to operate. Implement stringent environmental assessment and mitigation plans to address ecological concerns aligning with global best practices. Develop flexible financial models to accommodate global price fluctuations, ensuring project viability and availing market conditions, as well as establishing clear, consistent, and investor-friendly regulatory policies to attract and retain investment in the oil sector. And by doing this, Tanzania can enhance the success of its upcoming licensing round and subsequent oil and gas projects, position itself as a key player in East African energy landscape. So what are the key projects and resource potential? Tanzania offshore and onshore gas assets have shown significant promise. Notably, Shell operates offshore Block 1 and 4, holding around 16 TCF of discovered gas reserves in partnership with Medical Energy and Pavilion Energy. Equinor operates Block 2, having made 9 gas discoveries since 2011, with estimated resources of 20 TCF. Additionally, the $42 billion Tanzania liquefied natural gas project aimed at establishing an export terminal at Lindi has been a critical focus. The project, however, has experienced delays due to protracted negotiations concerning tax incentives and regulatory agreements. The government aims to finalize these discussions by mid-2025 to facilitate progress. Legal and regulatory framework needed to attract investment and ensure a conducive environment for exploration. The Tanzanian government is reviewing its key regulatory framework, which include model production sharing agreements as well as Petroleum Act. These revisions aim to align physical and legal terms in current global business standards. Furthermore, PURA is compiling comprehensive seismic and well data to support prospective investment. In terms of infrastructure and export prospects, Tanzania gas infrastructure includes 553 kilometers pipeline linking the southern gas fields to Dar es Salaam. Expansion plans are underway to facilitate regional exports, with consideration for pipelines extending to Kenya, Uganda, Malawi, and Zambia. These initiatives align with broader objectives of enhancing Tanzania's role in East African energy supply chain. In terms of its current production and licensing, presently 11 exploration blocks are active. Key operators include Shell and Equinor, which has focused on deep water gas exploration for LNG export. We have Orca Energy and Maurel and Prom, which are producing from Songo Songo and Mnazi Bay fields. We have Aminex, which is active in Kiliwani North Field. We have Ara Petroleum and Maurel and Prom, which are developing onshore finds in Nitoria and Mukuranga. Additionally, onshore licenses are held by Swala and Oil and Gas, Dodsa, and Ara in regions such as Kiloso, Kilombero, Ruvu, as well as Ruvuma. Tanzania's substantial gas reserves and strategic positioning along the East African coastline position it as a potential energy hub. The upcoming licensing round, coupled with ongoing regulatory reforms and infrastructure projects, signals a concerted effort to stimulate investment as well as catalyze growth in the energy sector. If successful, the bid round could revitalize Tanzania's upstream sector, ensuring development of unexplored basins and contributing to the country's economic growth and energy security. The government's proactive engagement with stakeholders and commitment to enhancing in the investment climate will be pivotal in achieving these objectives. In conclusion, we can say that the Tanzania 5th oil and gas licensing round represent a critical juncture for the nation's energy sector. By addressing past regulatory challenges, learning from regional experiences, as well as leveraging its vast natural gas potential, Tanzania is well positioned to attract substantial investment and bolster its status in the global energy landscape. The upcoming developments will be closely watched by industry players as well as citizens as well as the regional partners, and they'll be interested to see how this goes. Will Tanzania become the new nation producing oil in this region? So we'll be on the lookout to see how this progresses. If you have reached here, thank you. Please leave a comment about on your thoughts about this. Also, you can watch other videos that were made on oil and gas projects in other parts of the East African community as well as in Africa. Watch other videos and also leave comments. Thank you.